Welcome back to Panel Day Superheroes Ahoy. My name is Tushar. So as you can see, आज ये दो books हैं Forbidden Verse की. So these are books from Forbidden Verse. I'm trying to see कि ये publisher का नाम भी Forbidden Verse ही है. तो ये book का नाम है Leo Civil War Chapter 1 and Leo Civil War Chapter 2. So these are a new series of comic books, a very ambitious series डीलिंग इन फैंटेसी जॉनरा. तो इसमें एक काफ़ी बड़ी टीम है इसके पीछे. एंड कॉमिक कॉन में आई विजिटेड देयर स्टॉल. सो एज यू कैन सी दिस इज़ द क्रिएटिव टीम. अजय कृष्णा, आशीष पतलेकर, विवेक लंकामाला. एंड इसमें काफ़ी बुक्स प्लान्ड हैं, काफ़ी बड़े बड़े नाम एसोसिएटेड हैं इससे. एंड दिस हैज़ प्राइमरीली स्टेम्ड आउट ऑफ हैदराबाद. और I've been hearing great buzz around it because fantasy के काफ़ी readers हैं and people have been asking एक Indian based fantasy brand comics में. तो I think it's a great step. Although it reminds me of some of the other जो 10-15 साल पहले fantasy के premise launch हुए थे comics में. I remember one particularly called Legends of Avion. तो वो एक फैंटेसी की बुक थी विद सम फॉरेन कोलैबोरेशन एंड शमिक दास गुप्ता. और दैट वाज सैडली डिसकंटिन्यूड आफ्टर 2 volumes. बट Forbidden Verse looks promising. The art is great. And coming to the story, this tells about a verse and a bridge to time which is broken. And एक central character है Leo who has passed away. और उसके बाद there is this problem of who will take over the throne. So this is the typical fantasy premise. There are guardians of the Forbidden Verse, and there is different clans like Vanaras, Centaurs, and Leos. So all have their strengths and weaknesses. There is internal intrigue, politics, wars, conflicts, and the hunger for power. And Mijasu uh, is the main king who has passed away. So the timeline is divided into before Mijasu and after Mijasu. So the story moves along these lines. And the second part which I read, it felt more appealing to me. Obviously there is improvement that is seen, but for lovers of fantasy you will enjoy this book. There is certainly something very promising. There is लाइक दीज क्वेस्ट्स इन्वॉल्व. लाइक इसमें आप देख सकते हैं अलग अलग एलिमेंट्स हैं अलग अलग प्लेसेस में. सो दी कैरेक्टर्स विल हैव टू ट्रैवल टू acquire these objects. So art is great and it moves along that concept of fantasy. And this is book 1 that is done here. And there is this character called Sengi. So Sengi makes an appearance in the second book. Second book I liked a lot more, primarily because of the art by Sid Kotian. It just looks directly like a Marvel or DC book. Apart from that, the story also feels more fulfilled with the art. So second book has good character development. The pages look great. So this art by Sid Kotian, it's like a homage to the original Star Wars cover. You'll be reminded of different fantasy plots. I am not a big fantasy reader. In fact, I've read very few fantasy books and comics, but I did enjoy this book because the art is good, dialogue is minimal, and it's an enjoyable book to turn the pages, and it'll be nice. ये कहाँ जाती है ये series. और as you can see, the art is just awesome by Sid Kotian. I had the pleasure of meeting Sid, and got this sign from him. Could not get an art done by him, but we'll do it next time we meet. So इसमें everything is improved. The lettering is improved, the panels, the art. So this assures you the next parts will be better. So Forbidden Verse looks exciting. A new chapter in fantasy. Mostly it feels Western, but then it has some Indian elements too. So you can go ahead and pick it up. It's quite an affordable book. These two books cost somewhere around 500 or 600 with discount. And this is Forbidden Verse, chapter 1 and chapter 2. Hope you like these books, and let me know if you have read them. And that's about this mini review of these two new fantasy comic books. And thank you for watching.